everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk about the most amazing thing I created, I think ever. I'm so proud. Honestly, it's been weeks since I finished this project and I'm still so giddy about it. Basically, I saw this table online and I thought it was so cute and I thought it was perfect for my, my style and my apartment, and I had like the perfect little corner for it, but I couldn't get it delivered because I'm Canadian. I live in Canada. I live in Quebec. That makes things more complicated usually, and getting furniture delivered in general is just kind of complicated. So that dream was, but the thing is, I have a neighbor, she works in a metal workshop, like that's her job. And when she told me that, I kind of kept it in store. I was like, okay, I see you. I will remember this very valuable information. I sent her a message. I was like, hey, by any chance, what do you think of this table? Do you think it would be really hard to create it ourselves? So that's what we did. Her workshop is pretty far, so I knew that we only had one day and I had to get everything ready before going to the workshop. I figured I need to buy the paint first, and I also need to buy the wood. I'm a woman on a mission. The plan is I'll find the piece of wood logo on the top of the table that I'm building. I need it as soon as possible. Exciting! So I went to this other workshop that's close to my place. It's kind of like this art collective where you can pay to either access the workshop or get someone to do the work for you. Turns out it was cheaper for me to just pay someone to do the stuff I couldn't do myself. I picked out a piece of maple wood and then I got it cut to size. I didn't need them to glue it or anything. I knew that I had glue back home, but I did need them to do the initial sanding to make it actually like workable wood. Oh, FYI, I don't know any of the terms in this video, so I'm gonna try and put some, like in the video somewhere, but I do not guarantee anything.
Well, he was awfully nice. He cut my wood and he did all the work, and it actually turned out to be super cheap. I thought initially it was going to be so expensive because he was like, oh yeah, it could like be up to $100. And I was like, oh no, that's how much the table is worth. But turns out it was $33, so that's really exciting. I'm now walking home with my wood. It's nice and protected from the rain. Things are progressing.
I just walked from the wood workshop place all the way to my place, and I didn't properly wrap it. It's not the guy's fault, it's my fault. I tried to go too fast. Learn your lesson. On a rainy day, always wrap the tip. Nanny, I'm saying very silly things. Okay, but yeah, it's fine. I'll just let it air dry. It barely got wet, honestly, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. And he drew on them so I would know in what order they go. And now all I need to do is have Nanny inspect the work. What do you think? Pretty good, right? Yeah. And then glue them together. I saw this trick online. I figured I would try it. Instead of using clamps to clamp the wood together, someone used tape. And I thought, I don't have clamps, but I do have tape. So that's what I did. And you know what? It worked out fine. The next day, the wood was dry and we went to the workshop. You can see right here, that's my neighbor. She asked to not be included in the video too much, so she didn't want an introduction or anything, so I'm not gonna, give her a shout out. I will thank her a million times again for this video and for, assisting me in this project and for basically doing all the work for me. Tu veux-tu rentrer? Sorry, my cat wants to come in. Hello. First thing we did is we picked a pole that was the width that we wanted for the table. She cut it to size so that when the arch was created, it would be like the height that we wanted the table to achieve. And then she used this huge machine to fold nicely, like in a curve, the metal. And it was super impressive. She would use this controller and like work her magic. Honestly, I don't even know. It was amazing. It was so cool. I didn't think we would need such intense tools to create my table. Now you can see how happy I am with like my little my little piece of metal. We cut the excess off. I say we, but honestly, you can see she did all of the work. Everything that had to do with metal, she took care of it. But here I am. I drew the curve of the metal onto the wood because I wanted it to be reflected one into another. We went to another one of her machines, I can't remember the name. I've used some machines in my life. I forget how they are used, so she assisted me, but I did the work. Right here, this is me, okay? I did the work. I cut this and it was fine. It was fine. Now, because this was maple, it's like super strong wood. It took us a while to cut out. I managed to get there eventually. One of her colleagues actually came by chance to the workshop and he saw me working on this and he was like, oh, you could actually make it a little flatter before sanding it by hand. Let me help you out with that. So that was really sweet of him. The next step for the tabletop was to sand it to make it nice and smooth. She showed me how to use it, but I did the work. I just didn't film it. I just wanted to get it done. While I was doing that, she was actually sawing together the base that was made of metal, which is still the most impressive thing to me. She also glued? That's not the right term, but I'm going to use the term glued. So she glued those two pieces of metal together to create the platform on which the wood would be. Just look at how much of a badass she is. It's amazing. I'm so impressed by her. She's so cool. Anyway, while she was doing this, I was not looking at her and I was not looking at anything. I set up the camera and then I was working on my side of things because first of all, you're not supposed to look at what's happening there with your eyes because that's like super dangerous and you can like burn them or something. My back was to her and I was looking at the camera so I would see when she was done. Or I was, just working on sanding my tabletop because that's all I was good for. But I got it as good as one might using a sanding machine, and then you could see I had a lot of dust on me at that point. Once the metal frame was done, all we had to do was paint it the color that I wanted it to be, and I wanted it to be a nice golden color to go with everything else in the apartment. So that's what we did. I had like a spray paint can, it was a Rust-Oleum, and it gave a really nice golden not bronze, but like brassy finish, which I personally adored. Her coworker came for a second time, and he just like took the can of spray paint and he was just like, yeah, I can do this. And then he just started working on my table again. I don't know if maybe he thought we were going too slow or something, but he was like, I got this, girls. And then he just took it and then he just got to work. That was the end of the day and I had to leave without the metal base because we needed to let the paint dry, but she promised that she would bring it to me as soon as it was done. So when I got home, all I had left to do was to varnish the top of the table. Honestly, I will forever be in awe of the frame of this table. It's the most beautiful thing. I had so little to do with it, but honestly, it's just amazing. I can't believe that my neighbor can actually make these things. It blows my mind. All that was left for me to do was to assemble it. I've got 6 screws and they're tiny, so they're not gonna drill through my table once I screw them in. It's gonna be perfect. It's just gonna hold it. I'm gonna mark where the holes are, and then I'm gonna pre-drill. And then I'm gonna drill, screw, re-screw, and then screw. So pretty. To protect the floor and also protect the table, I added these little felt things at the bottom to make it, easy to slide around and just, it's something that you put at the bottom of furniture, so that's what I did for this piece too. Look at this, it's perfect. I love it. So I wish I was better dressed for this end of the video. But that's okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. A big shout out to everyone who helped me complete this table. I honestly didn't think it would be that labor intensive. Oops. But regardless, I had a lot of fun. I hope everyone else had a lot of fun. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!